Interdimensional Meditation report for the meditation we did on July 24th. Mantis being extraterrestrials give me spiritual power to defeat deep state elites. Alright, so this is my remembrance. It's been a few days of the live guided interdimensional meditation that we did this last Wednesday. I believe it was the 23rd or the 23rd. So it was a powerful one, and once again we hung out with the Mantis beings. So please put in the comments what you remember happening in that meditation. So we've had a couple of meditations recently with the Mantis beings, and both times those meditations are extremely powerful. And both times we visited into a pyramid, and we were dealing with some kind of advanced ET technology that was connecting us to energy and shifting us around and cleansing us and empowering us. And anyway, so let's see if I can remember what happened. So the way I remember it is that we warmed up, as we always do, doing the Hool breath. I don't really remember what happened right after that. Put in the comments what you remember, what I forgot. I've forgotten most of it. We got to Mars. I felt like we had to go directly to Mars, and then there was like this point on the surface of Mars that was calling to me, so I focused in on that. And once again we were outside of a bent pyramid. So a bent pyramid, normal pyramid is like this, and a bent pyramid has, it comes up on the side and then it goes like this, and then it goes up to a point. So it has like a, anyway, I don't know, I think they call it a bent pyramid. That's what I saw. And once again, we were being invited in, and we went through, the door opened up on the side, and we went through, dark passageway, and we were in this building. And this time I was a little confused because I was expecting to see the white walls that we saw on the inside of the other pyramid of the Mantis beings, but instead the colors were changing. And then I realized there was some like crazy, what I call disco ball laser lights, so there's all kinds of different colors flying around. And in the center of the room was this raised circular platform made out of, like polished basalt. It was just, at least that's what it looked like, pure black. And I was invited to go and stand up in that. I don't remember a whole heck of a lot. At one point I think that I was sitting in a chair, and of course, all kinds of energies were being put through me, and then the chair folded out into like a flat bench that I was lying on, and then I was asked to sit in full lotus. Now, of course, this is my astral body. My physical body can't do full lotus anymore. But my astral body, I was in full lotus, and there was energies coming up and down. Can't remember a whole heck of a lot. It was powerful and major transformation. The main thing was that this was Mantis energy, and this was Mars energy, just pure energy transformation and power. And what I remember about that meditation is, after all of that stuff, I don't remember a lot of what happened there. We then came back to Earth. Did we come back to Earth then? Wherever we ended up, it felt like we were all together. There was a bunch of us, and we had become these enormously powerful deities, and we had these crowns on, and what it felt like was, in Lord of the Rings, Sauron's big crown. It felt like that. And we were like we were judges. And the elites, a small number of them, so we're talking about the ones that really have all the control over the banks and the money and the people in secret that you don't see, the trillionaires that are making all of the worldwide decisions. And we were given power to take our energy back, take our truth back. I remember at one point a lot of energy coming out my third eye. And, it was like we were deciding that they were going to have to reveal themselves, that their power we were taking their power away, and part of that meant them revealing themselves to the world. And anyway, as always with the Mantis beings, very powerful stuff. So I don't know what you remember. Write in, because it was a few days ago, write in the comments what you remember. But what I found interesting was that right after that meditation, up until today, the elites are fighting with themselves. And so it's obvious that they're not unified, like they're a unified group of people that love each other. They happen to be the most powerful people, and so they have to come together and team up, but they have, they're constantly looking for ways to have dirt over everybody else so that, if anybody gets out of line, they can blackmail them in some form or other. And what's interesting now is you see, all this stuff about Epstein list, which I think is very crucial. I think that when all of the names come out of who Epstein, who was on his client list, who went to the island, and when all that comes out and we find out who they were, and then that's going to go even deeper. I think it's going to be absolutely, it'll just absolutely destroy them. And so we've got this scenario where, and I don't have any information on anything, I just know what I hear, that now we're hearing that the DOJ reported to Trump that he was on the list numerous times. That makes sense because Trump has been very, very reactive and skittish, and he tried to shut down the whole thing when people started asking about the list. He shut everybody down and said, "Why are you talking about that? There is no list." And then he said that there was a list, but it was made up by the Clintons, made it up. So he's acting like the list is a threat to him. And I don't have a dog in this fight. I was hoping that Trump was really going to come in and be the good guy. But at the very least, there have rumors that he is on that list. And what I find interesting is as soon as that starts coming out, then Trump moves to put Clinton and Obama in jail for treason. So to me, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing the elites who, had this tense agreement, if you do this, I will reveal you, and the other one's saying, well, if you do that, I'll reveal you. So it's this escalation, and they've kept everything under wraps, and now it's starting to leak out, and so now they're turning on each other, and they'll end up taking each other both down. Everybody, they'll fight together, and I don't know. You may not be old enough to remember this, but the final scene of the battle of the I forget what they were called. Anyway, it was a Japanese monster movie, and these two monsters are out in the sea and they're fighting each other and they're thrashing around, and at the end of the movie is that they're destroying each other as they're fighting out in the middle of the ocean. They're going to kill each other. That's what I see. Gargantuan, the gargantuans, gargantuans. And so the two gargantuan brothers are fighting each other into the ocean. And that's how I see it, that the elites are going to reveal each other and take each other down, and they'll both lose. There won't be a winner. They'll if I'm going to go down, I'm taking you with me. And so I'm all for it. Anyway, we'll see what happens, but I found that to be an interesting coincidence that after we had that meditation where we sat there as judge with our crowns and we told the elites, give us our power back and your days are over, that literally the next day they, this crazy talk. It's not crazy, I mean, I believe it, but it's crazy in the sense of, ex-presidents going to jail for treason and current presidents being revealed to be on this list. Very nasty. And all kinds of stuff coming out about Hillary Clinton and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to seeing that, forgive my language, shit show. Anyway, so that was the meditation as I remember it. Of course, I remember almost nothing. I'd love to hear what you remember. Please put it in the comments below. We have another CE5 meditation tonight at 8:30, about 3 hours from now, as I am recording this. I'm trying to find the thumbnail I have for the live CE5, and I'm not finding it. Anyway, you know where to go, you know what to do. I'll see you at 8:30. By the way, a lot of stuff. If you go to thunderwizard.com, I've just created the Maoshan Patreon level 1 instructional videos. I'm uploading videos to that. I uploaded one which was an hour-long class, and I'm so naive, I just assume that the only people who are going to watch it are going to be people who have learned the 5 elements. And because I made one available for purchase, a few people bought it, and I found out that at least some of them had never done the 5 elements, and they're just trying to get in the back door and learn without having to pay for it. So I'm here to tell you, if you haven't done the 5 element videos and learn from them, and you try and learn from scratch by watching these live classes, it's not going to work, because you're not seeing things in order, you're not seeing the footwork. So come on, have some authenticity. If you want to learn it, go learn it. It's available in the shop, thunderwizard.com. It's available at maoshan.thunderwizard.com. And thank you to all those few people who are wanting to do these sets, and that's why I created this, so that you guys can learn. Level 1 instructional videos. I'm gonna upload every month. I'm gonna be uploading videos that'll be teaching you about those sets, but you have to be somebody who wants to learn it because you learned them. I'm not going to teach you you have to have the sets before you get the additional instruction, or it's like trying to play chess with half the pieces. You're not really going to accomplish what you want. But for those of you that I want to teach those who want to learn. If you're serious about learning this, I'm going to teach you. And if you're serious about learning it, then you're going to do whatever you have to do to get your hands on the material. And I'm going to honor that. So check that out. And yeah, that's it, my friends. Thank you so much. You know what to do. You know where to go. And until next time, please take very good care of yourselves. I was looking for the resources. I don't know what I did with them. Anyway, see you later.